Section 1, area of polygons. So we're going to be giving formulas throughout, and the first formula that we will give you is the area of a triangle, where the letters represent general aspects of the shape. So in this case, B is base and H is height. So three examples are given for an acute, right, and obtuse angle. And just for clarity, this whole side here is considered a base. This whole side here is considered a base, and only the black part of this is considered a base. Because when you go to the height, in this shape it's a height, here is a height, you have to have right angles, and they had to go outside this shape to get a right angle to the opposite side, so it's not touching the other side, otherwise it wouldn't make a right angle. So this would be the height in this particular case, but be very careful to understand that the base is only the side of the triangle and not the extended length. So let's take a look at an example here. We've been asked to find the area of this triangle, so we know that the area is equal to 1/2 base times height. So if we look closely at this, the base is, like we said, only the black part, the one side of that side, so it's 5. The height is going to be this number, 8. The 3 has nothing to do with it. The 9.9 has nothing to do with it, nor does the 8.5. So we use those numbers to help us do the problem, and we get an area equal to 1/2 the base, which we said is 5, and the height, which we said is 8. And with calculations, that would give us 20. There are no units with this picture, so that we will take that. Area of an isosceles triangle. Well, here's a great example of us having to create some information. We know the formula, so let's get that started. Oops, sorry. So we have area equal to 1/2 base times height. Now the nice thing is we know what the base is. The base is going to be 6. So we have the base, but we need the height. Now there is no height in this shape, but we do know that it's an isosceles triangle, which means if I drop down a height from this point at a right angle to the base, we create two right triangles. Now the line that comes down there then is considered to bisect that base, so we have 3 and 3. So we can do Pythagorean theorem to find out this height. So we will go over here and create some information. And that is going to be 3 squared plus our height squared that we don't know equals 5 squared. So height squared will equal 25 minus 9, which is 16. I know you can do the math, so I'm going to kind of go through that quicker. And then we would square root and get 4. So now our height is 4, which will allow us to do the problem, and therefore this shape has an area of 12. And again, no units, so we take that as is. All right, now we are given a word problem. Find the height if the area of a triangle is 30 units squared and the base is 15. So again, we know the equation for area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. Well, they tell us the area. It is 30, so plug that in. The base is told to us as 15, and we are looking for height. There's a couple different ways you can choose to calculate this out, but if we just go ahead and multiply 1/2 times 15, we get 7.5. Therefore, we would divide by 7.5, and our height would be 4. And again, they don't tell us the units, so this is considered good enough. And this ends our first video.